Okay, we'll move on to item 10G, which has been pulled. Item 10H, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute the Voluntary Employee Beneficiary Association, VEBA, Health Savings Plan and Trust Agreement. Mr. O'Leary.
Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, the VEBA Plan Document and Trust Agreement together establish a health savings plan allowing employees to set up accounts specifically to cover after retirement out-of-pocket medical expenses. Under the Teamsters Local 856 Health and Welfare Trust Fund medical coverage, retiree medical premium costs are higher than for active employees, and some coverage such as dental and vision care is eliminated. The Voluntary Employee Beneficiary Association, the VEBA, Health Savings Plan allows employees to set aside employee funds on a pre-tax basis for these medical expenses, additional medical expenses in retirement. In accordance with the proposed plan, employees can fund future retirement medical expenses by directing any separation payout at retirement of accrued vacation or sick leave, or make biweekly payroll deductions of flat dollar amounts or a % of earnings into this health savings trust. These transfers would be on a pre-tax basis, avoiding both federal and state taxes. This is a legal, IRS-approved measure for avoiding tax liability. The VEBA Health Saving Plan provides no greater benefit to any employee. All existing MOU provisions remain unchanged. Currently, active employees can make annual contributions to a flexible spending account, which is a very similar arrangement, but it's only on an annual use it or lose it basis. The VEBA account allows for this money to be carried over year to year after retirement until it's exhausted, but can only be used for future medical expenses. The actual contribution arrangement will be determined by a majority vote of each bargaining unit and would apply to all within the bargaining unit without individual choice. To date, our fire unit has voted to use the VEBA plan upon retirement. So that is the first unit that, if the council approves a plan, would be able to utilize the VEBA setup. The plan document provides the framework of the VEBA program, providing the criteria for eligibility, trust contribution, and claim process. The trust document confirms the tax-exempt status of the VEBA trust and outlines the manner in which contributed funds will be held and dispersed. With that, I'd be glad to answer any questions that the council has about the documents.
Any questions? Michael?
If only one of the bargaining units votes to accept it, will we still be able to implement it?
Yes, it is by bargaining unit, and bargaining units, every time it is accepted, is for the duration of an MOU, so a bargaining unit could re-vote at the end of an MOU period, and the members might find it favorable or beneficial to that at that time. So it is flexible to that extent and could change. There are other units that I've heard individual members have great interest in the program that are nearing retirement. So they'll all be given an opportunity over the next month or so to participate or not.
But there is some base amount where we would need to. I think there has to be a certain number of employees that are in it for actually where it actually breaks even in terms of what we're required to pay up front for participation. There's
a minimum monthly charge of $250 for the operation of the trust that actually pays for the third-party administrator cutting the checks and making reimbursement. In order to cover the minimum, the city manager is directed that our current flexible spending account have the same third-party administrator as this account.
Okay.
And so they have offered that the administration fee for those folks, there's currently 39 employees involved in the flexible spending account, that cost will be included in the $250 monthly minimum. So if we continue with those numbers, all the cost of the $250 minimum will be covered.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions? Action?
Go ahead, do it.
I'll introduce the resolution.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.